Hey, Sonny here. Today I want to show you that the oldest guitar that I have uh, is a Charvel by Jackson. It's a Model 4, 1986. So let me show you. Here's a headstock Charvel by Jackson. And then this is 1986, made in Japan. Uh, it has 3 pickups, 2 single coil, and 1 humbucker. And it's active pickup, so basically it requires battery. If you don't put a 9-volt battery in it, it will not play. Uh, but it's a very hot pickup on the humbucker one, but it's also very clean. Now, you got 3 knobs. You got a volume knob, you got a tone knob, you got an extra knob here. He's called a preamp mid boost. Uh, Basically, it gives a single coil a humbucker, a fatter sound to it. So it's like so it turns a single coil, make it into more like a humbucker sound to it. And you got 3 switches here. Each switch controls one pickup. So if you have only one pickup on, you can basically just go up down up down up down on the switch, and it acts like a kill switch. So that's kind of cool about that. The Tremolo is a Kayla Pro. This is This is a 1986 in Japan. This is the first year that was made in Japan of Charvel Jackson guitar, and I have to say, that's the golden years in terms of guitars being manufactured in Japan. This thing is built like a machine. It's almost 30 years old. I feel dents on it, but it's just a very solid guitar. Uh, it has a the well-known Jackson Charvel neck is very thin, a very fast neck with rosewood fingerboard, 22 frets, locking nuts. So this thing it just rocks really well. It's been with me. I got it since 1987. I have replaced some hardwares on it, just from wear and tears, but it holds up pretty well. And I have to say, if you plan to get if you're going to buy a Charvel, buy a Jackson or something like a shred guitar, I would go back and look at eBay or Craigslist and find something that was made in the 80s. They are made much better than what you will find today, as far as guitar wise. 1986 is the only year that has a Kayla pickup on it, Kayla Tremolo. 1987 they start putting in Floyd Rose on this Charvel guitar. Personally, I like the Kayla better because the bridge sits lower. It's more comfortable on your hand. So this is a very fast and shredding guitar. So let me give you some example of what a clean sound sounds like. So this is a clean sound with a single coil. The first neck pickup. The neck pickup. One switch down. Okay. So this is with a mid-range boost on. I'm gonna turn it off so you can see what it sounds like. Turn it back on. So turn it down. So if you're just using the first single coil pickup, it's almost got a country sound to it. If you turn the mid boost down. With the mid boost up again, it has a more aggressive sound to it. It's fatter, more aggressive. I prefer, if you want to play it clean on a single coil, I would turn the mid boost down. There's many different variations you can do. You can play with the tone knob, the middle knob, and the mid boost knob. You can get a subtle difference in the sound, but you can really make something out of it, even though that sounds subtle. But it just sounds, it's really a big difference. Mid boost on, mid boost off. Okay. Now if I want to add I like when I play kind of like acoustic sound on the straight guitar like that. I would have the single coil on by the neck and also the middle pickup on as well. Oh, by the way, the model, these two single coil pickups are J200 dual coil. They're both dual coil bi-level humbucking. This pickup right here, the very last one, is J50 BC. That's the humbucking high frequency active pickup. All right. So now I have the humbucker turn off. I have this one on and this one on. Okay. And still clean sound with the mid boost on first. Okay. Mid boost off. I can turn the tone down just a little bit and give a little acoustic sound. On. Mid boost off. Halfway. So that's pretty much a clean sound. Usually I avoid using the bridge pickup when I play clean. And I keep it on the neck pickup and the mid pickup for something clean. So now we're gonna switch to distortion so you can hear what it sounds like in distortion mode. The mid boost, the preamp mid boost. Once you turn on the distortion, you can the difference is very minor. You can't really tell much. Usually when you have it on clean channel, slight distortion overdrive, it makes a big difference. If you have the mid boost preamp on, you can actually hear it when I play just a second ago. So we're going to switch over to the distortion. Alright, so now I'm plugging this guitar with the overdrive on the Marshall valve state. So that's what it sounds like with the humbucker on, with the Marshall distortion, and also the humbucker is on, but the neck and the middle pickup are off. Okay. Oh, and the tone knob and the mid preamp boost, mid boost are both on, completely on all the way. Here's what it sounds like. So yeah, again, it's an active pickup, so it requires battery. It has a very metal, classic metal sound to it. One thing about this guitar I really like is, again, it's the fast neck. Feels really comfortable because it's very flat all the way down, and also has a very classic 80s headstock. So again, this is there's a Kayla Tremolo, and 1986. This was the first year that was made in Japan. In 1987, they started to put a Floyd Rose in this guitar, which is not as comfortable. To me, the good thing about the Kayla is it's flat, it's lower, and so your hand is more comfortable when you play. Also, it's not float. It does not float, so changing string is easier. And let me show you what I was talking about, the kill switch. So now I'm just using this. Because the switch is on and off, individual pickup, you can actually use it as a kill switch. Just get that little choppy sound to it with each pickup. So. Thanks for watching. So this is again the Charvel Model 4. I highly recommend if you want to get something most bang out of your bucks. Find a used guitar made in the 80s, a golden age of when Japan was making guitars. At the time, U.S. A lot of the U.S. Americans they don't want to buy the Japanese guitar. They still think it was not as good as the U.S. make. But to the contrary, and Japan was really well at what they did. They were really good at what they did at the time, and they made great guitars. Just like the video games and and all the electronics. They really did a good job with the Charvel Jackson. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the look and sound of the Charvel Model 4 1986 model. Thanks.